The former wife of the gunman says he was emotionally disturbed and had a violent temper, yet also aspired to be a police officer. The massacre has reignited debate over the need for tougher gun laws, with President Barack Obama saying it again highlights how easy it is to obtain deadly weapons in the US. And Barker reports.
Across the US, flags are at half-mast for those killed in the country's worst mass shooting in history. At the White House in Washington, visitors were left searching for answers, among them a Baptist minister from Pittsburgh, Braxton Vaughan.
But I don't understand how a person can just randomly and blatantly shoot a lot of folk they probably don't even know.
Understanding why will take some time, but how the killer obtained high-powered firearms is no mystery. US gun laws made it all too easy for him to buy an assault rifle and a handgun, weapons he'd bought legally, according to Trevor Vellinor, an agent at the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms.
ATF has traced those firearms. We know that this individual did purchase at least 2 firearms. He is not a prohibited person, so you can legally walk into a gun dealership and acquire and purchase firearms. He did so, and he did so within the last week or so. A handgun and a long gun within the last few days.
The assault rifle used in Orlando is the same weapon used in many other mass shootings in the US, including the San Bernardino massacre in California last December, at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012, and the shootings at a Colorado cinema. It's reignited the inevitable debate about tougher gun laws, something Barack Obama has named as his greatest frustration as president.
Today marks the most deadly shooting in American history. The shooter was apparently armed with a handgun and a powerful assault rifle. This massacre is therefore a further reminder of how easy it is for someone to get their hands on a weapon that lets them shoot people in a school or in a house of worship or a movie theater or in a nightclub.
Now he's again called for gun law reform.
And we have to decide if that's the kind of country we want to be. And to actively do nothing is a decision as well.
But Republican candidate Donald Trump says the Orlando shootings highlight the threat of radical Islam, and he's tweeted in apparent vindication of his calls for tougher measures such as a ban on Muslim immigration. In one tweet he said, "Appreciate the congrats for being right on radical Islamic terrorism. I don't want congrats. I want toughness and vigilance. We must be smart." In another, he tweeted, "Is President Obama going to finally mention the words radical Islamic terrorism? If he doesn't, he should immediately resign in disgrace." Hours after the Orlando shooting, police arrested a heavily armed man heading to a gay pride parade in Los Angeles. A search of his car turned up weapons, ammunition and explosive powder. And in New York, police stood guard outside the Stonewall Inn, seen as the birthplace of the gay pride movement.
And Barker reporting.